How's it going? Happy Wednesday. How we doing tonight? Oh, get to collect all the things once again. So a couple of these events are tied into being able to complete through the archives. So I'm looking forward to not having to hunt pork probes again. We also have a event for defeating Klingon hostiles today. We had Federation yesterday. So we'll get the cube loaded up and get that sent off to Klingon space. My major faction that I am grinding rep for is Klingon, so I will activate a exocomp to reduce the damage against my reputation there. Got to really take advantage of the exocomps whenever you can, that's for sure.
Feeling good on Wednesday.
All right, I think that worked the way that I wanted it to. All right, so Klingon space. I'm probably going to try to target a 66 system again. Just like we did with Federation. That worked out really well for us yesterday. So negative Klingon rep. Klingon negative rep reduction. 50%. Is there a lower one? Okay. Reputation, negative reputation. Okay, so it looks like it's just the one exocomp for that. We'll target this system first, see if this gets us what we need to for hostile types. And then this should complete our Borg hunting event. 6,000. That should also give us our meta SMS. There's our meta SMS for the day. Did we have a separate event? We do. Oh yeah, the Klingon one. And then our other events that we can do are our mission keys. In the web store. And then we still have the missions open. ISS Jellyfish Brawl is not one that we're going to take part in, because I do not need 4-star parts. We're not building the GS-31. Cerritos we'll probably skip. We'll see if we can do a Zindi Armada. And we got Hostile Hunt here. Ship upgrade, building and research upgrade. We'll see if we have an excuse to do a research item, probably after we do some refinery things. Be able to do some research for either the Vindicator or the Revenant or something else. All right, so we got 5.5 minutes there, so let's run through the refinery. I should do a G6. Or Borg solo. I think the doctor is on my cube. No, he's not. Let's take both of those up. And the level 50 system is where our bread and butter is right now. So I'll leave that so I can do a double pull. I'm going to do a single pull on these items. Should also probably try to kill some hostiles while I'm up there. Okay, nothing for amalgam support. We've got cube, and I think we still have refinery for discovery. Try to remember to do a Titan support so that I can do the collection on that stuff. Saving this for alliance tournaments. leftovers from the last time I did conversions. And that one tricked me. Get more rare fragments. Need to go clear some more Gorn because I'm out of the isomatter. The volatile isomatter. That was a pretty decent chest pull. What is that? 5 more days for Janeway to be unlocked. And nothing for GS31 yet. Let's do Type 3 solo. 12, 323, 328. And let's see what kind of hostiles we have here. We have explorers, so we can knock some of them down. Ah, that one despawned. I was wondering if it was just glitched or if it was actually gone. Looks like somebody came through here and cleared out all the 67s. That's okay. We'll make a day of it. We'll make our own. Did that one despawn as well? Wow. This has been idle for a minute, apparently. I'm assuming these 66 interceptors are... Yeah, they're over 7.3. That is another type 3. $323. All right, 65. And once we see our 3,000 flashlights, we know we can stop killing Klingon. Kind of funny seeing a Hegta in here versus some of the other ships. $23, $312, $323 it is. So that should give us the 2-chest pull for the Continuum Refinery. Okay, so we're good here. We're getting some Cerritos things. We're at a charge there. So that's our 3,000 flashlights. So that event should be finished. Fleet complete, so we're good there. Let's bring our cube back. So we have 3,000 solo credits. $1,500. So recall Revenant or Vindicator. Revenant. What ship is that one? Revenant. Recall Revenant. And see if we happen to have enough stuff to be able to get that up to tier 3. I don't think we'll have enough, but no, not even close. So I'm gonna do none of those upgrades tonight. Save that in case we get a ship upgrade or until we have enough to tier it. Let's go ahead and do our Xborg. Just knock down some Cerritos with this. Turn this over to the Titan. And do fortify. Go back into the refinery and get our support items for the Titan. And our resources from the swarm. All right, away teams reset. %62 is fair. Do you have anybody else that has calculated for a office for wage rates? I don't. 38% is kind of horseshit, but we'll send it. All right, so I think next we will get crewed up for Zindi Armada. We should be pretty close with the Cerritos here. Well, that probably is it. Oh, yeah. Call that, do a repair here. For that. All right, so for Zindi, I will need to have Zizok on board. Keep our isolytic. Keep our shield. We'll go that route. All right, where's Zindy space? Dang it. Random thought number 72. In every Olympic event, they should have an average person compete so we can have a point of reference and appreciate the athletes more. That would be so... I don't know if that would be disappointing or if that would be really impressive. I mean, I imagine that there's probably going to be certain events where it probably wouldn't be like a super, super big standout. Like, obviously, the athletes are going to be amazing compared to a normal person, but there could definitely be situations where it could be a little misleading. I mean, you know, like somebody starting on the snowboard or something like that, you know, that could not stand out too bad until they get into like the half pipe and start doing tricks and stuff. Or, or doing luge, you know, just sitting there up on the, I don't even know what they call the sled that they ride down on, but you know, like an average person could make that look good at the goal at the starting gate, but be disastrous by the time they got halfway down the course. I think track and field is where it would definitely stand out the most. I mean, like long jump and hurdles and stuff. Hopefully there's going to be a couple of armadas to be able to run. Oh, I don't even have the directives. Never mind. I didn't mean to bookmark that. I didn't realize those things required 5,000 directives. All right, we'll let that run, give people an opportunity to join. So let's go ahead and do the mission while that's going. Actually, we've got to hit Zindi hostels here too. Come Why don't we load up the Enterprise and do those? Every time I look at the NX-01, I keep on getting it mixed up with the Federation battleship. Can't remember what the name of that thing is off the top of my head. I don't need her. Throw Badgie on to get a little piercing, I guess. Yeah, that'll work. And then I don't remember if it's Tibet or Midra that is where my sweet spot is right now. So I'll start up here in Tibet. See if I got enough people left at base to be able to crew Eviscerator. Not looking too bad. Send Eviscerator off to do some hostiles as well. Still need to get this leveled up enough so that it's gets me into like G6 territory. I've been trying to keep as much stuff into the ship as possible and not do much of the research. It's really difficult when the upgrade parts and the research items take the same currency. It makes for significant conflict. Luckily, the research isn't fantastic, so I don't feel like I'm missing out on an awful lot. It'd be useful if the hostels loaded in the system. Yeah, that one's already done. Ooh, that one really took off. I'll probably die on this one. Send that back for another round. Yeah, that's half as many levels as that one should be showing, because that's like a level 60 system. If that's the worst glitches that we get out of this arc, this update 77, that's fine. Especially if it's just a display glitch, as long as it doesn't downgrade the rewards or something stupid like that. So is that enough volatile isomatter to even make a difference? No. Isomatter. No. Okay, we'll have to load up a ship and head out to deep space. So I will put this lady back on to make my repair cheaper. Let's see if I can remember where to find that space. No, it's right there. I'm just shy of being able to go into the 68 system. That's okay. The 66 gives me enough stuff to last a while. It'll be a worthwhile trip. All right, let's get this thing queued up. I didn't even look to see how many we were getting in the last 13 mil. 13 mil's a good pull because that's like 2 days of refines. And how far are we there? Okay, so that's the hostiles that we need to kill for that. So the rest of it's just on armadas. Do you happen to have anything left in this system? No. I did that one land exactly on my ship. I'm sitting here like, man, I'm pretty sure we're not at war right now, but that looks ominous. How many people did we get up here? 4? I think that's how many people called. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know how quick these respawn. Could be a couple minutes, maybe. Oh, I hate it when those things change direction on me like that. All right, let's wait for a respawn. This is going to be fastest finger competition here in a minute. Still nothing? That's one of the hardest things to do in this game is sit here and wait for armadas to respawn. That in warp times. There we go. How much extra loot do you get out of those? 6.4. Oh, that's Alliance. Okay, 6.4 is a decent chunk then. Do we get rare Armada directives here? Oh, I was looking at the G6 uncommon. Okay, so one of those is a double chest pull. That's still only 200 out of 5,000 directives. That's not a lot. And doesn't even give out any G6 materials. I wonder I don't do these very often. The G6 chests are way nicer. Okay. Back to Gorn. I remember when they launched the Gorn arc. Man, there were so many Gorn Hub jokes. Because especially the way they got the system laid out here. It's a hub and spoke, and we just kept on making all these Gorn Hub jokes because every one of these systems, I think, is laid out kind of like that. Yeah, hub and spoke, Gorn Hub. I'd probably be pretty close to filling up cargo hold. Let's see, waiting on Raptor, or waiting on Grush and 50. Did that thing just despawn? That is the story of the night, I guess, is can I select a hostile that is not going to despawn before I can go hit it? It should become its own challenge. Leech. That one turned. It's getting close to full cargo finally. And that should do it. It bothers me that I can't actually fill. That count being off by just a hair is just rough. Okay, so TC Trailblazer, we'll finish that off on our next takeover, which is tomorrow night. Solar Wave Defense, I've taken that as far as I'm going to be able to until I can up things a little bit. Gathering intel, we are complete. Start doing those missions if I want. Doritos, I just need to do boosting on the ship, but I don't think I even need the rare culver particles anymore. This one, we just have to do a couple of FKR armadas. All right, let's get the Halios loaded up with a impulse crew. Let's work on the first mission at least. So section 31. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's do in plain sight. Commander, a vessel with no identification signs is approaching our station, attempting to hail them. Please provide your name and the purpose of your visit. Garrett was right. Your fleet is a sight to behold. Commander, I'll provide whatever you ask, but only if you beam me aboard your vessel. The information is highly confidential. Scans show that there are no other passengers on that shuttle, and its weapons are too weak to deal us any damage. We are safe to approach it, Commander. Right outside the station. Hit in our hostile to be able to get our Curon up. My name is Alok Sehar, and I'm here to hire you on behalf of Section 31. We lost contact with our recon vessel GS-31 in Klingon space. Returning it to safety is our utmost priority. Your unique status allows you to traverse the disputed territories with minimal consequences, most of the time. And that's the quality we're looking for. Of course, your efforts will be rewarded. What is the last known location of your vessel? The Hetenza system. How did a vessel controlled by a Starfleet department get this far in Klingon territory? Oh, you'll find that out pretty soon. So, Commander, do we have a deal? Affirmative. All systems go, preparing to depart. This is probably not in control of Starfleet currently, and we're probably stealing it, or finishing stealing it from the Klingons. I've got that feeling. All the other Section 31 things we've done in this game just leave me feeling that they're going to do us dirty like that. The way people are randomly strewn about makes me wonder if we're going to have to kill hostiles here. Alok Sehar, are you confident in your coordinates? There are no ships here that befit Section 31 agents, unless they patrol the area in Klingon vessels. Anything else on your radars? There's a damaged garbage scow, yet it seems slightly different from regular models. Is that GS-31? Quite hard to spot, am I right? Let's hail it and check the severity of the damage. Garbage collection is an honorable thing, so stop. Oh, boss, it's you. Just give me a second to change. Finally, the best outcome. Those damn Klingon teenagers kept picking on me and damaged some of GS-31 systems. I lost long-distance comms and I can't use the warp core. Total disaster. Calm down, Quasi. We'll patch you up in no time. What do you need to get GS-31 back on track? 12 million tritanium. Mostly circuitry regulation systems, so 18 million dilithium, and my unequaled skills will make do. My thanks to you, Commander. I'll start working on the repairs immediately. Now that GS-31 is located, we can escort you to the neutral zone as soon as she is operational. Not yet. GS-31 was on a reconnaissance mission, and I want to ensure we have all the necessary information. Well, about that, boss. Remember I told you about those teens? Did I or didn't I? 50-50 chance of me doing that, but also... Do it, Quasi. Yes. So I was on my way to that rebellion secret meetup, all nice and inconspicuous in my Quasi guys. Quasi guys. When those teens started firing phasers at GS-31 at me, did they reveal your identity? No, they laughed at me doing my job and called me a low-key capect. These cheeky scoundrels left me stranded here, so I never got to my mission location. We must... Hey, humans, lower your shields and prepare to be boarded. You are under arrest for entering a restricted area. They're here to help me, sister. Some Patak kids attacked us and damaged the warp core of this garbage scow. These lovely humans agreed to fix it for me. Was I talking to you, dirty DeBlock? Your words are like your filthy ship full of trash. It's so rude. I don't shall listen to you, Quasi. The scout's presence is a danger to our mission. Take care of her, Commander. The scout's vessel is destroyed, but the battle has stirred local patrols. They are changing their course to intercept us. Quaz, are we ready to leave? Well, the warp core repairs are almost done, but there's a possibility that the damage has affected the navigational systems. We'll have to tackle that as well before we depart. Then there's the data reposit. Just fix the warp core and we'll deal with the rest later. Commander, we must protect GS-31 before it's operational. What's your status? All systems are working at optimal efficiency and ready for battle. Red alert. It is attack hostiles. 45 or higher. Oh, they're doing us dirty like that? Let's go up here and attack hostiles then. There's not much more annoying than when they put you in a system where most of the stuff that's left is too low of a level. I should not be hitting surveys. How many do we gotta get? 15? Well, if they're not running them, let's look for the best bang for our buck. Is there. Did it go? Is it gonna go? Try this again. There we go. Second time's a charm. Third time? I guess that was technically third time. Let's see, is that enough? 13, 14, and 15. The warp core is back online. I could use some tweaking. I could use some time tweaking the long distance comms. We could use some coordinates to get away from here before war patrol vessels come for us. Okay, checking navigation systems. Tyrell, we must head there. Plotting course. Keep close, Quasi. Oh, we're dropping down into G3 space. No complaints about that. I don't mind not having to deal with fog of war warping in on points like that. We've arrived at the Tyrol system. It is high time we learned what Quasi was supposed to find here. Control has intercepted communications from House of Notok generals about provoking the Federation to attack. They want to spark the war anew, overthrow the Chancellor, and take the reins, as usual. The system looks rather empty for a conspiracy birthplace. Because we're late, I should have put those younglings in their place when I could. No, you did exactly the right thing. Attack them and GS-31 would be annihilated, your identity revealed, and the mission put at risk. We can still salvage this whole situation. Commander, approach those 3 vessels. They might know where the rest went. Quasi, get your Klingon guys on. Whatever they tell you, you must persist in supporting their plans. You got it, boss. See if we've got a dedicated that doesn't have 2 things. There we go. And we need data? Or is data maxed? We need data. Commander, we are being hailed. On screen. Quebec, this is General Torak Notok of the House of Notok. What did a garbage scow and an independent forget here? This zone is restricted. I, Quasi of the House of Chamiloid, come to join the cause, Sir General Notok. You're late and you are operating a trash collection vessel. You only drag us down, Topa. Ah, that's the garbage rat my friends and I poked at. Such a dishonorable critter deserves no place in our midst. Listen here, you little patak. I might be the pilot of a garbage scow, but at least it wasn't me attacking a hardworking Klingon with your friends for fun. Who's a dishonorable critter now, huh? How dare you speak to the son of a general like that? That Quasi is right. It brings you no honor to attack a simple worker without any reason or warning. I offer you both the chance to prove yourselves. We have to fight? You have to fight. You, Quasi, and you, my son, will clash and decide who deserves to join me in battle. You are free to use the vessel of your choice. Then I'll take the independent ship as my own. Thank you very much. Bah, that garbage rat stands no chance. Prepare to die, Capect. I have a feeling that he's not gonna die. That's impossible. Father, do something. You disgraced me, son. I will do nothing else for you until your honor is restored. But you, Quasi of the House of Chamiloid, have earned yourself the right to stand tall in our ranks. Approach my ship and I will give you the mark of an ally so that you are dealt with no harm in battle. Thanks, General. Just give me a second. Guys, I can't believe that we actually did it. So I'm a cool Klingon now, huh? Can't relax yet, Quaz. Bring GS-31 to General Notok, and for section's sake, don't forget to ask where the battle will commence. Yes, you're totally right. On it, boss. I'm just imagining, like, the communication line wouldn't have been dropped, and he heard him say that. Lower your shields, warrior. Oof. Okay, shields down. Second officer, place the mark on the hull of that garbage scow. No, the true Klingon battleship. You're part of our force now, Quasi. I will meet you on the battlefield. And the battlefield is in which system? Great. A Federation colony for now. and a new frontier for the Klingon Empire in days. Farewell, warrior. Don't make me regret choosing you over my son. Sir General, see you there. Oh wow, that sounded very serious. Or was it Cree? Cry? I was thinking that he stopped talking. I think it's pretty straightforward. We should plot our course to the Cree system right now. Pause, is GS-31 ready for action? She sure is. Well, as much as I can predict, she will hold. It won't be as bad as Crescent Nebula, right? Then it might not hold. Garbage cows are not equipped with advanced weaponry. How do you expect this vessel to be helpful in battle? GS-31 isn't just any scow. She's special, Commander. I'd say there will be no need to demonstrate, but our chances of avoiding a fight are dismal. Succeeding against all odds seems to have become our motto. Let's keep to it and head out. Yeah, I thought he was starting to list out the name of the system, and then he stopped himself because dude was new or something. Well, that's the actual name of the system. The system appears to be peaceful for now, yet there is some activity near the colony. 3 Federation patrol vessels have surrounded a cargo ship on a course to the planet. I have accessed their comms. Each scan showed the presence of a tricobalt packed to the brim, enough to get rid of the Valo colony and pollute its atmosphere for decades. We must destroy this vessel right now while it's safe. Halt, why would someone send a cargo vessel full of explosives straight to the colony? It's either a very idiotic plan or a mistake. We should divert its route to the neutral zone. I'm with Captain Shikuvek. It's too risky and our tractor beams can't get a grip on it. Controlled fire will detonate it anyways, so why not solve this issue once and for all? Something's not right. Where are the Klingons? What's this shuttle? Performing extensive scans. I detect no obvious discrepancies. There seems to be a very high level of interference affecting just a part of the systems. A minor error rate in ordinary cases. That's no ordinary case, Commander. Can you bypass the interference? Yes, 300,000 4-star rock crystal will reinforce the affected system elements and improve the scan results. Oh. I actually got to go mine. Man, I knew it was going to happen too. As soon as it said to mine 4-star, I'm like, ain't no way I got it. Ain't no way. This is crystal mining speed. Am I fortunate enough that we have it in territory? I am. How much do I need? 300,000. I'll take just a little bit. Random thought number 96. Your future self is talking crap about you. Or he's really bragging about how smart of an idea I had at some point. Is that enough? Oh yeah. The system appears to be peaceful for now, yet there is some activity near the colony. 3 Federation patrol vessels have surrounded a cargo ship on a course to the... Oh, that's the same one. Alright, there's donate. I don't have enough yet. So stupid. Okay. Donate. Ready. Here are the revised scan results. The cargo's vessel's hull is covered in tri-cobalt plates, and they hide the biosignals. There are over 50 Klingons on that ship. A trap? Exactly. The House of Notok must have intentionally sent this vessel here for the Federation patrols to destroy. All to blame them for killing civilians and justifying the breach of the peace treaty. That means the Klingons must be nearby, but the system is empty. It looks empty, but my improved scanners have detected chronoton interference equal to a fleet of cloaked Klingon vessels. They are here, waiting for the conflict to start, and the Federation patrols are about to take the bait. Commander, I have an idea. Get to that cargo vessel and shield it with yourself. I'll deal with the Federation patrols. Are you sure, Quaz? The probability of success is extremely low, but that's still better than doing nothing. Let's do it now. I feel like that would give himself up. Or else the general would just think he's an idiot. We are in position. The cargo vessel is shielded from any incoming attacks. Independent, what are you doing? Get away from that ship. Or if you are the owner of that vessel, then change its course immediately. They are not slowing it down, and the explosives will reach the colony in less than 10 minutes. I have no other choice. The Federation patrol vessel is charging its weapons. Whatever you have in mind, Quasi, you must do it now. Activating the gravitational blast. Dogan, Ewart, I lost control of my battle systems. A direct hit to the hull, but no breaches. Please report your status. Your plan worked. All 3 vessels are malfunctioning and can't hit the cargo vessel. I must contact them immediately. Explain the... Commander, I think we have a new problem. Quasi, what are you doing? Answer your general, Patak. You are not a Klingon, you are human. Well, technically speaking, I appear as human, but I'm actually a cameloid. Just to clear up the confusion here. A dirty Takak is what you are. I fell for your lies, and you thwarted my plans. For that you must die. Soldiers de l'Octo. I must ensure that the Federation ship will not engage on the cargo vessel or the Klingons at any cost. Quasi Commander, you deal with the General and his goons. They must be stopped. You can take an escape shuttle. It has communication systems sufficient to contact the patrols. I'll blast the soldiers, Commander, and you take on Torok. You beat his son once, so the father shouldn't be much worse, right? Right. This is not over, Capect. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that Klingon words. The Klingons are retreating. We won. It's not over yet. The cargo vessel is about to enter Velo's upper atmosphere. We can't interact with it. It can still be considered an act of aggression towards civilians. But you are an independent, Commander, and the Klingons won't take advantage of your involvement. Not in the same way as the Federation. The tri-cobalt plating makes it impossible to use the tractor beam safely, and any damage to the hull might trigger an explosive reaction. However, we can piggyback the cargo ship to the colony's surface. If we carefully enter the vessel's underside as it enters the atmosphere, the speed will drop enough to maneuver the cargo ship and fix it to our hull with grapplers. Chance of success is precisely 50%. I have plotted the optimal course, Commander. Are you ready to initiate the plan? 50% is not great. Lowering the shields and closing distance. The cargo ship is intact with our hull. No critical damage to any vessel detected. The speed is decreasing, attempting to mitigate the aerodynamic heating. Correcting the course. The vessel is stable, initiating grapplers. And of course, we just happen to have, like the appropriate grapplers on board to be able to do this. Alok Sehar, Quasi, Captains. We have the cargo secured. Landing in the nearest available spaceport. Yes, great job, Commander. Take that, probability. We did it. And to think we were on the precipice of another war with Klingons. Thank you for interrupting us, Commander, even though causing damage seems unnecessary. We all did what was required. I think that concludes our mission. You secured the recon vessel, delivered it to safety, and the icing on the cake saved us from galactic war. Have you considered leading Section 31 operations? Put you on the list of potential agents. As of now, you have your well-deserved reward, and I must deal with the civilians. Before you go, Commander, I think you deserve something more. I nurtured GS-31 from a simple garbage scow to a prime battleship with my own hands, and I see that you deserve its power. Here are some blueprints I did while constructing this ship. She'll be a great addition to your fleet. Use her for good, Commander, or chances are I'll be disappointed. Godspeed. How many blueprints did we get? Where does this pick up? Probably level 40, level 45. Two. Okay, so the beam splitting only works against PvE targets. That's good. Well, that's a start. Well, no, I already had two. I feel like you got two from the Section 31 store yesterday. I don't remember.
Hello. Hey, oh, Ketchupaki. Sissy.
Hello, Dan. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, we definitely got two yesterday. I saw that it gave us some sort of resource there. I should have paid more attention to what the actual mission was paying out. I'm gonna take a peek at stfc.space real quick. Oh, let's see. That was covert modifications that it gave me. Let me share this. So I saw this symbol, the covert modifications. That's what it gave me. Covert modifications. I'm guessing that's the research portion of things. That is. Okay. Okay, so covert modifications. So it gave us 250 of them. So that gives us buy-in to the rest of the research. Critical chance against players weakened by the gravitational blast. So we could start this research and work our way down. The repair cost is not a bad one. Okay, this is 4+. So that stuff's all decent. Random thoughts alone are worth the follow. That's appreciated to hear that. I thought that was kind of a neat little thing to put together, and you know, being as I'm new to the streaming thing, it's kind of a good way for me to earn the habits of trying to keep my eyes on chat and even at least give myself some talking points to keep me somewhat engaged with the chat over there. One of the tips that I found was, you know, trying to give yourself talking points, and I figured that's a really easy way to get a talking point. If I have things set up correctly, if you do exclamation penny in the chat, it should give you another one. Well, there was emphasis on the setup correctly portion of things. You spelled penny correctly. I haven't played around an awful lot with the bot commands and the permissions and stuff here yet. Go 5 is your favorite. The Wasp, yeah. That's the first time I saw that one pop up. That definitely got a good chuckle out of me. Here, try that command again. I got the permissions switched. There we go. Boneless sofas. I ripped a couple hundred of these off of Reddit and some other forum posts and blog posts across the internet. As a child of the 80s, beanbags are especially the beanbag chairs were such a thing for a long time there. Spent a lot of time sitting in front of the TV playing Super Nintendo. So I've got the stuff to do some research, but I don't remember if there was a research event. I'm one of those players that, man, I want to save everything I can for an event and get the double payout for doing something. Upgrading building. Got Gorn Hunters in a couple of days. Okay, I don't see anything that requires the research. I think I'm going to YOLO it and just see how far I can get down that one track. Because if I can get the first level unlocked of the repair efficiencies and the improvement stuff here across the board, I won't feel bad about that. Nope. But now I know what the buy-in cost is for the rest of these. That got expensive quick. That went from like 25 to 810. And these other two are 130 and 105. But this is the ability for the GS31 and an ability for the GS31, so it doesn't pay to even do those until we get the GS31, which is in like 3 months. Yeah, 100 days. So in the meantime, we'll go back to our Vindicator and see if we can get some more warp range on that. Not yet. That takes the same things. So I've got Titan research that I'm still working on. This one, Spear. All right, time to do all the faction clicks. I'm getting this weeded down to the limitations of things here as minimal as possible. Favorite Star Trek series? They're all so good. I don't know which one I would pick if I would call it my favorite. I think they all had really good high points and they all kind of had some fairly low points. I'd say honestly the original series is the one that probably seemed to have the best consistency of the quality of entertainment that I get out of it, at least. I've really liked the Strange New Worlds though, and I am also a big fan of Lower Decks, but I almost don't categorize those with kind of like everything up until Star Trek Enterprise, because the new Trek I think kind of stands apart in a way. But that's about as non-committal as I can get on an answer too. I spent the most time watching Star Trek Enterprise for sure. Just because that was on TV and new episodes were coming out when I was really starting to get into Trek and sci-fi in general. How about yourself? What's your favorite one? Enterprise is grossly underrated. Yes, I agree. It's a lot of people love to shit on that really hard. And it, especially in this game, in the early portions of the gameplay, a lot of the canon for the game is taken from Star Trek Enterprise. TNG is the best. Yeah, I think that TNG is definitely the most iconic, and it did the most for the entire intellectual property of Star Trek. I mean, if TNG never gained traction, Star Trek wouldn't be anything close to what it is today by far. Yeah, they definitely revisited some of the concepts and clarified some of the stuff that was kind of open-ended, I guess. But yeah, all of the, like when this game first started, when there was before Discovery and everything like that, you know, it was still like the Kelvin universe, the Kelvin officers, but like all your early level hostels are hostels that you were seeing in Star Trek Enterprise, and a lot of the races are the ones that were being interacted with, and the character skins are based on the characters that were in Star Trek Enterprise. And I don't think a lot of people noticed that how big of a part this game plays off of Star Trek Enterprise too. And I really liked what they did with the Star Trek Enterprise for the mirror universe stuff too. And kind of that love-hate relationship with the Vulcans was really neat. Is there mirror universe in this game? There's a couple of different aspects of it. So, there is an actual mirror universe that is kind of its own separate little spot that you kind of have a tokenized entry into, and they do have a subset of officers from the mirror universe itself. It's oriented around mirror universe in Strange New Worlds a little bit, kind of plays into it. Especially right now, the arc that we're in is with Section 31 and Giorgio that came in to Strange New Worlds, and the majority of the mirror universe that's in the game right now is the Deep Space Nine side of things. I think is probably the best way to explain it, because you got like when Kira was like I don't remember if she was Empress or she was just some kind of she was a commander of the station. I don't remember if she was higher than that or not, but she's one of the characters that they have in here for that. Once I get through the export here, I'll bring that up and show that. It's just easy to lose track of where you are in here. Yeah, when it comes to officers, sort them by group here, and then Section 30, or not Section 31, Mirror Universe should be towards the tail end. I don't have a lot of them here. So they have Ezra, Data, Troy, Picard, the Mirror Kira is here. They also have Mirror Uhura. She new last month. She might have been new last month. Yeah, it was intendant. That's probably all that meant, is that she was just in charge of the space station. Yeah, intendant of Terrak Nor. I feel like at one of the episodes later on, I thought that she had called herself Empress, but maybe she was just talking about her ambitions more than anything. Yeah, because the Terran Empire was suppressed at that time, and then she got the Terrans back going, and then she became Empress. Yeah, holy crap! It's hard to remember back to all that stuff. But yeah, that was just a few months ago that they had a lot of that stuff going on, and they've got this space here's their mirror systems. So they've kind of got like a mirror universe version of most of the, major planets, major systems. They don't have a lot of like lore baked into it. Because like these are Imperial Starfleet ships. This is basically like a small version of a Defiant, and there's like an Enterprise here, a Newton. They kind of got like all the Federation ships. And there are some other systems that have some other vessels. These are Romulan miners. So they have different from each one of the major factions. They have their own little sets of mining stuff that you can go to here. And the majority of this stuff is for getting ship parts and faction reputation. Man, the game is acting a little laggy tonight. Kind of been acting that way since Arc launched yesterday. Not bad, but every once in a while it chugs a little bit heavier than it normally does. It still was a pretty smooth and successful Arc launch. I've been through all the really bad ones, so anytime that it's not just completely crashed and down, I feel is pretty decent starting point. Kind of a rough spot to be at, but it's a little bit of the game that we play here, though. It's a matter of not necessarily perfect, but it's Star Trek, and we keep through it because it's Star Trek. Isn't enough Star Trek for me. Always need more. Yeah, I so I've got HNI TV that plays over the air, and between 6 or 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. they kind of go through all the series. And for years I watched that every night. You know, Next Generation. If I got home from work early enough, I was able to watch the original series and then Next Generation, and then DS9 and Voyager and Star Trek Enterprise. And because of how short Star Trek Enterprise was, it kept restarting so frequently. But I've probably seen all of DS9, all of TNG like twice, all of DS9 probably like 4 times, all of Voyager probably like 6 times, and Star Trek Enterprise, I've probably seen that through front to back like 30 times now. But they always pack so much stuff into those episodes that I don't get bored watching it, because it always feels like there's things I didn't notice before, or things I've learned that make more sense from, you know, exposure in earlier episodes that they're making callbacks to and stuff. Sounds awesome. Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, getting a subscription on Paramount Plus is pretty decent too. You know, you can watch all that you want there. And I think for a while they had them on Amazon Prime. I know they had the movies on Amazon Prime for a while. That's one thing that I really wish I would have spent more time to, was getting through the movies and watching all the movies through and through. I kind of have that on my list of things to do, but I never remember to actually do it. I get into the Orville. I did a little bit. That's one of those things that I should binge when I get into a binging section, because I did actually like it. I watched it when it was in its original run. I don't think I've gone back to it since they had picked it up again, though. Because that was canceled for a few years, if I remember correctly. Is the Orville one of the shows that you watch or like? It is still off now. They brought it back though, didn't they? I thought that they had canceled it for a few years and they came back. Or is it one of those things that they were talking about bringing back and COVID killed it? Okay, yeah, that had gone offline for a while. I mean, that was really filling the void in between Enterprise, and I don't think That was probably pretty close to when Discovery picked up, is when it cut off. ...2017. So they were running about the same time. But yeah, I mean, that's different vibes for sure. But I think that SNW picked up pretty decently where Orville left off, because the vibe between SNW and Orville is closer than Orville and Discovery, or SNW and Discovery. It's kind of like 5 or 6 months ago here, the game actually had a Galaxy Quest event when was it the 25th anniversary? It was a real interesting crossover. And then they had Tim Allen, and I never expected Tim Allen to ever end up in this video game. But I mean, they did pretty decent with the character models. You know, like, if you've seen the movie before, like, you can recognize them pretty dang well. They have a couple others in here too. They must be interspersed with some other faction groups. I thought they had like the alien brother in here too. Maybe I'm just imagining things. I did not watch Firefly. That was kind of one of those ones that I heard that there's not enough of it. I guess is the best way to describe it. You know, like, there's not enough to really leave you satisfied once you get started into it. But then again, that's another one that they brought back too, isn't it? Or did they not bring that one back? Yeah, 14 episodes. I keep on hearing that that's you know, it's great. Like, the people that love it, love it. You know, there's some people that are impartial or not really care for it, but the people that love it, I know, love it. And I've just been told that if I want to be disappointed, then I start it, because they kind of just ended it in a way that wasn't really satisfied or something like that. Or it only streams on Netflix, and I just don't happen to have Netflix. I don't remember why I've never seen it. Almost as bad as the end of Enterprise. Quantum Leap was the worst ending ever. The end of Enterprise, they definitely... That was a forced ending for sure. I think it was kind of the best they could do to wrap things up with a neat bow. Like, that could have definitely used another couple of seasons. But it was an interesting way to tidy things up, I guess. I never really watched Quantum Leap either. That one was a little far for me. More lag. The black screen that said Dr. Sam Beckett never made it home. Oof. That's kind of like the Sopranos one, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how like a series can just, you know, go and go and go, and you know, like they have plans and aspirations to keep it going, and you know, whatever people make the decision to not carry it forward, and you know, the writing team wasn't planning to end it anytime soon, and they just have to make something happen. And yeah, that'd be rough. Never made it home. No, that would, I bet that pissed a lot of people off. Oh, let's see. What else do we want to do real quick? Do solo wave defense. Imagine if they did that with Voyager. The Voyager crew never made it home. I imagine that they probably had to have had talks about doing something like that. Like that had to be like an emergency ending plan of some sort. But yeah, that would have been rough. I mean, it would have kind of fit in a way. I mean, it would have gave them an opportunity. They probably wouldn't have said they never made it home, but they probably would have just left it, is what I would imagine would have happened. Because then that kind of gives them an opportunity to pick it back up in a movie or something like that, at least. I would hope they would do something like that. I mean, they definitely deserve to give themselves the best shot that they can. No, that's not the system. It would have been hard to really not lose trust in Star Trek if they would have ended it that way, though. Well, this is wave 3 already. Why do people say tuna fish, but they don't say chicken bird? Can't imagine chicken bird. I don't know if there's another type of fish either. What did we miss here? Probably nothing. Right, that's done. I think I'm gonna call that a night. Major Samo is also streaming Star Trek Fleet Command. So let's go and say hello to her. Thank you for popping in tonight. Thanks, Dan. Yeah, it's been a real pleasure. Major Samo's another streamer that does Star Trek Fleet Command. She's very very into Star Trek as well. You'll probably find some good information with her, and she's got a good audience that that's over there if you haven't seen her before. All right, again, thanks for joining and have a great night.